Orange County has a population of about 1.5 million people, and then on top of that, any given day we average a little over 200,000 visitors as well. My name is Darko Stamenic. I'm a sergeant with the Orange County Sheriff's Office. I've been here for a little over 12 years. Our digital forensics squad consists of myself and 4 others. We intake a little over 1,500 devices a year, so it's a pretty busy lab that we have.
Digital forensics is the most cutting-edge form of law enforcement that we have. It evolves daily. Something that works today won't work tomorrow.
Before Streamline, you'd have to sit there and watch when it finishes extracting to be able to put it into PA and parse it and then generate the report. Now Streamline blends all that into one process. It definitely saves 3 or 4 hours per device. So let's say we extract a phone that has 500,000 images on it. One phone easily take you 7 or 8 hours just to look through all the media. So being able to use AI to narrow down now from 500,000 photos to 15 photos takes a couple of seconds as opposed to hours.
We're all human. We'll eventually make mistakes. We'll eventually miss something. So the AI helps keep us on our toes and helps us identify things a bit faster.
And tonight, the investigation into the death of a 13-year-old Central Florida girl continues.
Madeline Soto's body was found just over a week ago after a days-long multi-county search effort.
A bombshell arrest. Late at night, the Orange County Sheriff announced the arrest of the mother's boyfriend for sexual battery and possession of child sexual abuse material.
Detectives called me to notify me that they had the mom's boyfriend's phone, and they asked for us to examine in the lab.
He said that he tried to update his phone and then accidentally formatted it or wiped it 2 times in a row somehow. Using Cellebrite, we were able to recover all of the deleted files and images, which were in fact deleted and not visible to the user. While I was out interviewing a family member looking at camera footage, I got an email from Cellebrite Guardian saying that the extraction was ready for review.
And Guardian allowed us to share the data not only with our detectives, but detectives from other agencies.
Immediately upon reviewing it, we discovered a plethora of evidence which revealed that Madeline was being victimized by Stephen Stearns.
Stephen Stearns will spend the rest of his life in jail for sexually abusing 13-year-old Maddie Soto. Investigators say he abused her for years before murdering her last year.
DNA may tell you that someone was there, but someone's phone will tell you that they were there, what they were thinking, what they intended to do, and how long they've been thinking about it. I don't think we all got the closure that we wanted. Obviously, we would have loved to have seen Madeline return home alive and well. But the fact that we recovered her and we now know what happened to her is not only a cautionary tale to others in the future, but I think it's a great example of how we were able to use digital evidence and collaborate with one another to get a case to its best possible end.